I welcome you all to this session on preparation of final liquidated final statement of account. In this problem, we shall see a little bit advanced problem. In earlier earlier sessions had very simple problems. So now, first go through the problem. Following is the balance sheet of Good Luck Limited as on 31st March 2020. Share capital 20,000 shares of 10 each 2 lakh. Bank overdraft unsecured 1,100. Partly secured creditors 29,180. Salary for 6 months due 6,300. Taxes due to government 800. Trade creditors 97,600. Total of liability 3,34,980. On the other asset side, goodwill 30,000, building 25,000, machinery 37,400, stock 58,000, debtors 49,000, cash 5,000, profit loss account unappropriated profit loss over the year 1,38,080. Total again 3,34,980. The company went into liquidation, went into liquidation, and the assets realized as follows. You see here different assets are given. Building which was used in the first instance to pay partly secured creditors pro rata rupees 18,000. It means 18,000 as received and it has to be given to different type of secured creditors. Now it is a secured creditors, then you see partly paid, out of which 18,000 secured creditors, difference will be unsecured creditors. Out of partly paid means the other part is unsecured. Then machinery 25,000, debtors 43,050 and stock 31,000. Expense of liquidation amount will be 600 and legal charges rupees 500. Liquidators remuneration is agreed at 3% on assets realized except cash. You see, cash has to be excluded here as it is said, and other thing as this received. An amount realized except cash and 2% on amount paid to unsecured creditors other than preferential. Yes. Prepare liquidated final statement of account. Here you see, you have to go through the theory, and if any amount due to the employees for a 4 months preceding to liquidation should be taken as a preferential credit. So here 4 months preferential creditor and 2 months non-preferential. And taxes, any amount due to government and local authority, local government is also preferential creditor. So this 800 here 4,200, total 5,000 will be a preference creditor here. That see here bank overdraft unsecured, then unsecured partly secured creditors, it is given in the on the liability side of balance sheet as 29,180, out of which when building realized rupees 18,000, it has given to partly paid secured. So it means these are secured creditors and other are non-secured creditors. Outer salary 6 months salary, 4 months preferential and 4 months preferential, 6 months total, 2 months non-preferential. The see calculation like 6,300 into 2 by 3 or 4 by yes. So here balance one third this one. Tax due 800 preferential and trade credits are none. So here preference credit 5,000 and unsecured preferential credit, and unsecured creditors 1,11,800. So now see, cash 500 from balance sheet, and assets as given in the adjustment 18,000, 25,000, 31,000, and 43,500. Total 1,17,500 plus 500. So 1,18,000 total amount available for distribution. Then by secured creditors 18,000. Using on which asset is not given in such cases, total asset value include taken here and the creditors payment here. Then legal charges 500, liquidators remuneration 3% sales straight, it is assets 1,17,500 excluding 500 cash at 3% 3,525, and 2% on the amount available to pay credit unsecured creditors. That at this point you can't calculate. Then liquidation expense 600, preference creditors 5,000, unsecured creditors total extent to the extent available. You see here, as regards the calculation of liquidators remuneration, 3% on assets realized 1,17,500 other than cash it is signed. Then 2% amount paid to unsecured creditors. You see, total amount available for payment 1,18,000 less payment made so far, that is secured creditors 18,000, legal charge 500, one part of liquidation expense 3,525. Then other items, preferential liquidation expense 600, preference credit 5,000, preference credit as per note number 1. So total amount available to after this available to pay, you have to calculate, that is 90,375. On that 2% means not on that 2% after paying 2% remuneration on this, so it includes 2%. The formula will be amount before commission into 2 divided by 102, rate of 100 plus rate. So thereby you get 1,722. Now 3,525 plus 1,172, our total amounts to 5,297. So now from this 95,375, if you deduct 1,770, it will be 88,643 on that 2%. On that 2%. So the total is equals to 1,18,000. This is all about this problem. Go through this. This is from the NAB examination only. Okay.